Majority's here besides Skipper, but she'll come when she comes.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, when I play Nemesis, the only add-ons I run is just the zombie speed add-ons, because I think it's funny to see someone who corners themselves and
I'm
they see they're
sorry.
a zombie.
Hello.
Hey, Skipper.
Mm.
I've never taken off Marvin's blood the entire time I've played Nemesis.
In the
I'm
middle
gonna
of
be
this,
honest.
in the middle of the Space Center bombing trial, we had another bombing incident. This one destroyed courtroom number 4. Apollo died. Furthermore, Apollo suffered massive injuries from being there when the bomb went off. He is dead. Unfortunately, Juniper Woods was fingered as the courtroom bomber. Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Athena and I knew she had to be innocent, so we took her case on. Oh well. We managed to clear Miss Wood's name. Don't make me mute you again, I will do it! But Apollo sustained further injuries when he was attacked by Tetanate.
Why is TJ playing Vampire the Masquerade?
Because why not?
You're right.
Hey Athena.
Apollo's a tough guy, but this is taking its toll on him.
Yeah, poor guy. Being attacked by Tetanate like that on top of all his other injuries. Apollo is resting at the nearby Hickfield Clinic. I had some experience with that place myself. What an awful turn of events. I never thought he'd land in a hospital of all places. You must miss him too, huh? Now that you don't have anybody to tease. Don't worry. He's young. He'll heal quickly and be back before you know it.
It's his age bounce.
It's been a while since I last saw Trucy look so down. We won the court case, yet nobody feels much like celebrating.
This is no time to be mupping around. Now try those eyes, both of you.
You're the only one who's crying, Athena.
Technicalities. Look, we have work to do. We have to take over.
Take over what exactly?
Apollo's Space Center case, of course. As no verdict's been reached, there's still a chance.
I agree with Athena. We should pick up Mr. Starbuck's defense. We have to avenge our fallen comrade, right, Daddy? Apollo hasn't exactly fallen. He's still alive, you know. No, he's dead. He's fucking dead.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Good. Now that's settled. Let's get going. Come on, we gotta run.
Wait, right now? Now? We better not be running the whole way. Here she goes. I better go catch up. Can you take care of the office, Trucy? Sure thing, Daddy. Let's be careful out there. In the meantime, I'm going to bake some cookies to fill up my magic panties for you. Trucy seems to be feeling a little better. I can always count on Athena to perk everybody up with her enthusiasm. Oh, she's back.
Don't mind me. Just forgot a few things. Wallet, phones, the documents, like that.
Sounds more like you forgot everything. I can always count on Athena for that too. Alright, you two. Let's be careful out there. So our client is one Solomon Starbuck. He's so famous, even I heard of him. Athena died.
Screaming, crying,
Dying. They're dead.
pissing, shitting. I don't know.
That's right. He's a super famous astronaut who works at the Cosmos Space Center. He's actually up in outer space 7 years ago.
You seem to know quite a bit about him. Now I'm all excited to meet the man. Well, never mind. He's depressed.
What the hell was that? Is that like an AI?
Wow. That was
That
a...
sounded like an AI voice being forced to read a bunch of consonants.
I like the.
Oh,
Oh.
That was the weirdest sigh I ever heard.
Apollo told me all about you. You're Phoenix Wright, Apollo's mentor, right?
Yeah, that's right. Mentor has a nice ring to it, even though I tell him to clean the toilet all the time.
Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Wright and I've got you covered.
And you're the new kid that Apollo told me about. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere?
Huh? You mean other than at your trial? I don't think so.
I guess so. My mistake. My memory isn't what it used to be.
You're 33.
Alzheimer's. My mind and body are kaput. Same goes for my life. I mean, I'm so astronomically unlucky that I had a bomb go off in the middle of my trial.
Nagito would never.
He fucking would. Trying to defend me would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacecraft.
Yikes. He seriously got to stop depressing himself.
Cheer up, Mr. Starbuck. Besides, that thing you said about entering the stratosphere? That just means we shine like shooting stars, right? I'll make a shooting stars.
Like shooting stars, huh? You
Gonna
know,
make a wish right
You're
now.
right.
Wish
Why
right
didn't I
now,
think of that?
wish right now.
after all, that's what we were all put on this earth to do, right? To shine like stars.
Guess I shouldn't mention the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash.
Oh yeah! Here we go! 3, 2, 1! To the stratosphere and beyond!
Get your ass back down in that seat!
You just see mysterious gusts of air appear from his backside as he shoots into the stratosphere.
Well,
God damn it, we have a break!
Yeah, I feel alive now. You can go ahead and ask me anything you want.
is that really all it takes?
The case.
So, you have no memory at all of the incident? And he's depressed again.
I'm so ashamed. My memory of the time is as black and clouded as a dark nebula.
Still, it's strange you don't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said in the trial?
You got it all wrong. I told him during the investigation, too. I don't know anything about any drugs. I've never taken any medication, I swear. It is true that I developed a fear of space because of what happened 7 years ago. And I was taking medication secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know.
Oh, the so-called Hat 1 miracle. That must have been a terrifying experience.
Who isn't scared of space, though? Honestly.
I'm more scared of the ocean, to be honest.
The moon. But I'm still an astronaut at heart. Come what may. Would never take drugs that might impede my performance just before a launch. That launch meant everything to me. That's more certain than the theory of relativity.
You seem like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know.
But the tranquilizers were found in your system.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. But I don't know why. I'm done for.
If you didn't take them, then maybe somebody slipped them to you?
Exactly! That's what I thought! It must have been the real culprit. My medication was in my locker. Anybody could have gotten their hands on it.
Maybe the real culprit also planted a detonator switch in your pocket.
Kermit. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I've been framed.
I'll say, they even managed to plant your prints on the switch before slipping it in. It's a real possibility. Do you remember anything else that might be relevant? Anything at all, no matter how small? Like about the murder weapon, for example?
That knife. I think it came from one of the Space Center's utility kits.
Utility kits?
Yeah. Staff who work on machinery a lot are given these special toolkits to use. All the technicians have them, so I doubt you could prove whose knife it is.
As I recall, your last trip into space was 7 years ago, right?
That's right. It was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with the craft.
That's not good.
It was very, very not good.
You did? What kind of problems?
Power failure, oxygen leakage, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control
Who
column.
the fuck made this rocket, Elon?
Might as well be.
Diagnosis fractured ass.
I now cast unwiped ass cheeks. The D&D chapter be like.
Eh.
The heat shield came off as we were entering the atmosphere. I thought I was a goner. But I managed to make it somehow with the popsicles and ice packs from the freezer.
No wonder they dubbed it the Hat 1 miracle. It's a miracle you made it back.
No wonder they made a movie out of it.
Space is a boundless place. And that's why it continues to capture That's why it continues to capture people's imagination. Vastness of space shows us how insignificant we are in the scheme of things. The darkness just goes on forever, and ever, 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 without end.
Nah, I'd win.
Nice. There was nobody else there. Nobody was gonna come save me. I was all alone.
Man, this fucking surround sound headset makes me feel like I'm in space.
Hope you like this ASMR.
I don't.
All alone, with nothing to listen to but the sound of my own breathing and heartbeat. Me
I
reading.
hear my heart beat to the beat of a drum.
Why do I feel like I'm reading?
What a shame that you came here.
I feel like I'm reading a
Ow.
creepypasta
Oh,
right.
did you hurt yourself?
I did the bit.
I feel like I'm reading a
Was it worth
creepypasta
it?
right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Debatably.
You probably are.
I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking.
An experience like that would make anybody afraid to go up into space.
With the experience you had, weren't you dreading this position?
What? No way! Of course not! And Neo died.
That
Yeah, I crashed. I don't know why I did that.
Even now, I want to go up into space so bad I can barely stand it. I want to shake off the Earth's gravity and escape velocity and spin around weightless.
But you have to admit, it was pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid?
I was afraid. Of course I was. I still am. Space is a man's final frontier. An unknown world.
I've lived in spaceships long forgotten.
I've lived in moons long forgotten.
that's no moon.
That's no planet. That's no planet. That's a living organism. I still need to get my own copy of Hellstar Ramina. Cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere. Have you learned nothing from Bergenworth? My dude, that is never worth it.
The cosmic truth, huh? Have you not seen
Oh,
Fantastic
they
Four?
cannot catch us. Grant us eyes! Grant us eyes! Like you did the vacuous spider.
I guess there are people looking for truth in every walk of life.
That was a truly terrible mechalish.
I feel like Duel, I feel like part of his voice is a bit more monotone, with it doesn't have a lot of emotion in it, but that's what makes it feel like he's even more out of his shit. It feels like he's disconnected from reality, basically.
I know, I'm just trying to figure out where it is. Like,
So, grant us eyes.
no, hold up. I think I got it.
There we go. I got close.
Oh, gods. Or some say, possible. Do you hear our prayers? They cannot.
I always have to pause for a Bloodborne read through. I think I actually do have like an issue of the official Bloodborne comic back home. So I found
Where's
it
the official port?
because I did find it during my trip to Savannah last year. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Given to my fear, I'll never find the truth.
My brain autocorrected that never get into fear as Skibbity.
Ah!
What?
Mass, that is your fault.
That was
That is
so
your
far.
fault.
Like, how did you?
It
put
was the
those
way it
words
was said.
together?
It was the way it was said. I swear to God.
That is your fault.
I think that
Oh
fucked
my
up
It's
your
not my
brain.
fault. It's the internet's fault.
Skibbity toilet's a fucking brain rot disease.
It's TikTok One Piece. Can't you not see that?
Shut the fuck up. Oh my.
I want this preserved for all the world to see. Skibbity Toilet is One Piece for TikTok.
I'm gonna post this
I'm
on
going.
TikTok.
I'm going to kill. I'm going to kill. As long as I don't give
Princess
up.
eyes like you did
I can
the
keep up
vacuous
the-
toilet.
One thing is for sure, Mrs.
Mrs.
Star.
I broke him. I broke him.
One thing's for sure, Mr. Starbucks' passion for space is undeniably the real deal.
I'm not even getting the sword. I'm getting an entire building. Swinging it at him.
The victim.
Oh, like they did in that one Skibbity Toilet episode.
Oh my god!
Enough, I'm muting both of you. Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
The victim, Clay Turan. He was kinda like your protege, wasn't he? You've been unmuted.
I'm pouring water on myself now. Not really.
Oh.
Or now you can actually feel like a toilet.
Skip.
No. What
Wow.
happened?
Oops. All I said was that he was pouring water on himself, and then I said, well, now you can actually feel like a toilet, and then he died.
Right, he's back.
I also said skip.
Hey there, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. Well, it wasn't a big exaggerated deal like master and apprentice or anything like that. But Clay did think of me as his mentor.
The mentor and the protege. What a combination they must have been. It's like me and Apollo.
With his encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and go back
Oh,
into.
pardon me.
But now,
Clay must have been very encouraging, huh?
yeah, it's funny, really. Whenever I hear him shout, "You're fine!"
You're fucking fine!
I always got the feeling everything really was gonna be just fine. I'm gonna post this and mute it.
You're fine? Paul says I'm fine, and you're fine and all the time too. And I always feel encouraged too whenever I hear him shout it.
Do we really need a backstory on where Apollo Justice got I'm fine?
Apparently.
Yeah, Clay and Apollo were best buds. He used to come visit the Space Center a lot, ever since they were high school kids. One day, out of the blue, Clay even told me he wanted to be my protege. Those two hung around the Space Center so much, they were like a part of the staff. One time, during Zero-G training, I started to panic a little bit. The two of them took turns shouting, "You're fine!" over the radio. It was a simple thing. It was exactly what I needed to hear.
So I'm fine and you're fine were like Apollo and Clay's secret phrase, huh? I wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay and their relationship now. I bet it was gay.
Speaking of Clay, how do you suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder?
Why organize a grommet? Sorry, but I can't even begin to imagine.
But you actually did climb down that ladder, so a way has to. But you actually did climb down that ladder, so a way has to exist. Exist. Fuck.
From the freedom of space to the walls of a cell. That prosecutor said the dark night sky isn't half bad through barred windows.
You're fine. Filming Soul Starbuck is fine. Everything is going to be all right.
Huh? God.
And Athena Sykes is fine. Cyrus Wright, you too.
I really have to. Phoenix Wright
Yes.
is fine.
No, he's not!
Can't hear you.
Phoenix Wright is fine!
He's really
Don't
not!
take you back into space yet, Mr. Starbuck. Believe in your own innocence and have faith in us.
Apollo believed in you wholeheartedly, and that's good enough for me. I believe in you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Both of you. I'll put my faith in you.
But do you believe you can fly? Do you believe you can touch the sky? Do you dream
And I
about it
vow
every
to-
night and day?
And I vow to make it back into space. All I need first is a not guilty verdict.
It sure feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we're all fine.
Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get our investigation of the Space Center started. Pronto!
Good idea. Let's go. Whoa, 3D. Wow. I was wondering what kind of place this space center would be. It almost looks like an amusement park of the future.
Uh-huh! Hey,
Yeah,
kids!
Did you know they even
Wanna
let
go
the
to
public
space?
see their rockets up close? Oh, so check it out! Look how brightly the Gyaxa logo shines in the sunlight from the entranceway!
Yuck.
I really dig the stars and rocket motif it's got going.
Gyax? Huh. Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program?
Yeah, but why a strange acronym? I mean, what is GAP supposed to stand for? Galaxy?
If that were it, then the whole thing would be something like Galaxy Exploration Agency. Which, if you ask me, I have to abbreviate it to GAX, or even Gaia. Gay. Gay. Got him.
I guess so.
Got him.
Oh, I know. Maybe the person who came up with the name just really likes the letter Y.
This exchange is beginning to feel oddly like deja vu.
Anyway, this place is more than just a research facility. It's also a tourist attraction.
Oh hey, there's a masked character.
Oh boy.
I have no idea what he looks like, so I...
I think I know
Tourist
who it is.
attraction! Don't make me laugh. It's a monument to the human race! Galactic Scooter! Full speed ahead! See what this guy is having.
Oh my god.
Oh, this guy! Okay, now we're getting into a voice.
It's the Yowie universe.
Oh my god.
Oh god, his theme song. Holy shit.
Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
yikes! Who
It could make it be a second coming of old bag.
No.
No.
Dear God.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Fuck you.
Do
Sid.
it.
I need to stand up for this man. Get the voice going. Look upon me and look well. Behold the great power of space science.
Pardon me, but you are...
My glorious name is Yuri Cosmos.
Yowie universe.
I am the crystal gem.
We always save the day.
I am the director of the Cosmos Space Center, the center of the cosmos.
Huh, that was pretty groan-inducing.
If this person is the Space Center director, then that means...
Young lady, you are the pot calling the kettle slurs.
You were the first to discover Place Body, weren't you?
And who was the first to find the victim?
Actually, there were two of them.
The Space Center Director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Candace Armay.
What are you looking at? The rocket? Yeah, that's a cool rocket.
That's right, her name is Candace Arm. We haven't made a Candace joke.
It's too easy.
Candace Arm to the man?
Mother
That
Candace
is
is gonna
correct.
love you.
Mother Candace is gonna love you.
Who's Candace?
Joe Mama.
I didn't mean to get back to my Resident Evil entire series playthrough. My RE1, all I know is my RE1 save is kind of fucked because I forgot Crimson Heads exist.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh boy.
I was honored to be the first man in all of space and time to discover the body. Why is that an honor? But let's talk of the incident. Are you by any chance, the space police?
You
At which
can't
point I
tack-
consider...
You can't tack the word space onto just any old thing, you know?
The bodies were there when I got there.
We're Mr. Starbucks lawyers. We're here to investigate his case. That trumpet...
Oh, space janitors.
Oh,
That,
and we're Earth lawyers. We're Earth lawyers, by the way.
that trumpet is going way too hard.
It's going out of control.
I see. Yes, I've heard of you. In that case, by my esteemed privilege, I grant you permission to investigate.
What's your profile change?
Oh, so you noticed.
I did. It's hard to miss.
Everyone's fucking profile pic is just like varying levels of concerning. Solus is just looking at all of you just like, what the hell is going on? I trust you are appropriately grateful. Now go on, have at it. Oh, I have the perfect song for this guy actually. Hold up.
Trouble.
Don't let him hear you say that, or you'll see what trouble really is. Let's just
I'm
be...
sending you to space without a helmet.
Oh.
Oh no.
Let's just be professional and ask him about when you found the body, okay? So, as director, what do you do here at the Space Center
That's very
specifically?
loud. Yeah, posting this in muted. And it shouldn't be copyrighted because it's a video game song.
I feel like I know. I feel like I've seen this game somewhere in the very distant past.
Yeah, Awesomenauts had a big push by Microsoft at one point at the start of their indie stuff. And then sort of petered out, and now it's sadly a dead game. And the devs just couldn't keep the servers going. But it went on for a very long time. Swiggins was not my main, I was an Isla main. And I was a fucking menace. If you came into my lane, you were going to get pain. Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep it going for the sake of mankind.
I believe I used the word specifically in my question.
Attention all personnel. To your break stations. Prepare for break.
I can make it worse.
Oh, I get it. Just wander around and tell people what to do in a self-important manner.
That is exactly right. Because I am an important man. My manner is important.
I made it worse.
Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm.
Out from the seas into space.
Well, there's
swinging
bound to
his
be some
tentacles
people like
flashing
that here in the
your
boundless of
face.
space.
Swiggins is known for the phrase, I'll have my tea with cream if that's so. What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Very well, I will tell you. I was the central figure of the HAT-1 project. You may proceed to You may now proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now, go on, have at it.
I might be more impressed if I knew what he did specifically. Can you tell us what you know about the incidents from the other day? What do you mean, no?
Oh yeah, and another reason why you probably know Awesomenauts is one of the original Yogcast was one of the characters. Skoldir. I refuse.
What?
I said nah.
Fuck you mean,
Explaining is the job for common folk, not the director for the center of the cosmos. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom.
What? So does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow?
That is correct. I will be. It'll be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind.
I'm not sure if you really understand what being a witness is all about.
I'm gonna witness your death.
Looks like Director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about.
Did you know the judge is a friend of mine, Phoenix?
Then, let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about. The HAT-1 was a rocket that was launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home?
I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you.
Bitch!
Very well. I will impart you the complete story of the HAT-1 project.
Oh,
First, it is HAT-1.
thank you very much. I'm still gonna call it HAT.
Taser.
Gazer. Back.
Recognize it? I got it from Von Karma's estate. HAT-1's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid. And Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for that flight. Eventually, the HAT-1 reached its planned orbit. From where it launched the Hope probe toward the asteroid belt.
Oh,
Oh,
No!
No!
You!
Nagito and Makoto as one. Hope, 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 hope.
From there, the Hope probe began its long and lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then, after a terrifying struggle, the HAT-1 returned safely to Earth. That struggle was
That's Athena.
when
That struggle was when the incident known as the Hat 1 miracle occurred, right?
Correct. And it truly was a miracle. Of course, they just had to turn the ordeal into a movie. Fucking Matthew McConaughey. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. Spit all over the place. Yeah. It obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth but a few days ago.
So what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
Oh, we have free weenie samples over here. The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. Regrettably, we have had no choice but to inspect the samples due to no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. But this puts our space development program ahead of other countries by several years. Fuck you, America!
That's quite impressive. I guess this
I
guy
thought this
is
was
just.
in America.
I guess it's this place is Japanifornia. Now eat your American hamburger.
I don't have one right now.
I guess this guy is just a loudmouth braggart after all.
I'm going to run you over with my Segway. In the golden age of space development, our predecessors were successful in bringing a moon rock back. NASA has nothing on the Gyatso. That is the greatest achievement in the history of the Space Center. The public fell in love with space and all of its glorious potential.
A moon rock? Huh. I remember that being big.
We pissed on the fucking moon.
Damn.
Our endeavors with that moon rock live on in our work with these asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos. Eat my ass, Elon Musk!
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there.
What? Bite your tongue. It's not for anything so base as money or politics. It's all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind. And all for my illustrious mission. With recent budget cuts, my staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it.
Huh?
Probably should.
I guess even space program has to watch his budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena.
Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd better brush up for the case.
Is that so? Aw, there goes the badass music.
Well, I'll be on my way. As you can see, I am a very busy, very important man. Galactic Scooter! Fire up the main engine! Max battle speed, and... make it so.
That... Damn, that thing is surprisingly fast.
Coming through!
Blah! I guess we better get going too.
You bet! Let's make it so!
No brakes!
And he just busts through a wall. There he goes. Seahorse. No, space horse. There we go.
Why is there like a fucking hookah lounge going on here?
So this is where Mr. Tarrant was murdered.
That is the biggest fucking seahorse I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
It's a
this is the
space
lounge.
horse.
Concerned by the fucking hookah.
Let's see that distance diagram the police made again. Right now, we're in the main building here on the right side, on the 3rd floor. Clay and Mr. Starbuck fled here from Launch Pad 1 after the explosion.
Oh, hello, random
Shit.
police guy.
You there! No admittance without express permission.
We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate.
Sorry. Nobody gets in without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Can't have Detective Fulbright getting mad at me.
So, Detective Fulbright is here, huh? And Fitz died.
Oh shit. Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him, and then we'll talk.
Leave it to me! I'm great at getting intel of Detective Fulbright. Let's see, what trick should I use on him today?
I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid.
So, to get to the Launchpad 1 corridor...
Maki Ito getting a figure?
Hi, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Successful.
Oh shit. Hey Nick.
What?
See one of the Transformers 1's figures has a very interesting name attached to it.
What?
Arachnid.
I figured, since I did see her in the trailer for a split second.
We just have to go through that door with a blue rocket on it, I think.
Wait. That door? That door right there? Looks awfully familiar.
Good eye there, boss. This is the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the launch pad.
Ah, that explains it.
The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass through. Now come on, let's go!
Let's go. Robot. Jesus Christ.
What can you do? Or what?
The damage over there. So this is it, huh? This is the corridor the two of them use in their escape.
This is the only thing connecting Launch Pad 1 with the main building.
I see police tape down at the other end. Guess we won't be looking at the launch pad.
After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke.
And the launch pad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them.
Now where could Detective Fulbright be? Hey, I think that's him over there!
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice?
Oh, holy
He's
shit.
lost. That's funny. This corridor is a straight shot.
So I'm distracted by, apparently Fallout 76 players are so fucking pissed at Xbox, they've been launching non-stop nukes at Phil Spencer's camp in Fallout 76.
That's really funny.
And, actually no, it's actually kind of wild because Fallout 76 players are some of the nicest people to ever play MMOs. You have to work to piss them off.
Sure did.
Phil Spencer sure did.
Yeah.
It's not even Phil Spencer's fault. He's catching strays on this one.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, he's the closest Microsoft employee we can
Yeah.
hurt, so...
He's the closest they can get to showing their anger.
Huh. It's you lawyer people. Welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing? We're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any input to share?
Boss, if he acted all reluctant to give us information, we hit him with a whatever shall we do at. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it!
Are we trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? Info on the case, huh? Alright,
Shit, we have a...
gladly share some with you.
Dick, we have a casting for Galactus.
Huh? What just
Oh
happened?
God, who is
It's
it?
a Giancarlo Esposito.
Ralph and Neeson.
What just happened?
Huh.
Let me look that up real quick.
Apparently he was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. He's done a lot of really, really shitty horror. And
Good.
the Vivitch.
Oh my-
Interesting.
I forgot about most of these movies. Oh, he was in The Green Knight? I still need to
He's
watch
also in The
that.
Pope's Exorcist,
Oh God.
aka dog shit.
And Ready Player One.
Detectives and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it! Just take whatever you want from me, you info bandits! I'm in a generous mood today.
Info bandits logging into
I
social
don't know.
media be
There's
like,
something weird about Detective Fulbright today.
Well, we need information, so let's run with it.
If you say so.
Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene?
There's an officer on guard and we can't get in. Oh, whatever shall we do?
That's an easy one. I'll let them know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month even! Shall I have some snacks delivered? One of my men gives a mean neck rub. No. That's okay. But thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know. Now you're acting weird,
Detective
Fulbright.
Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. Kind of gross, actually. Do you think he hit his head or something?
Who knows? Whatever the case, it's making our lives way easier. You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incident, weren't you, Detective? That's right! I was here on a security assignment.
The police are required to secure rocket launches now? I didn't know that.
Yes, well, you know us, to serve and protect! Ha 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 ha! The explosions occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation. He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened? Of course. A bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launch Pad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and the employees to evacuate to the shelter. The shelter? That's right. There's the evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like.
So where were you when the first bomb went off?
I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way.
Then wasn't it impossible to get down to the basement shelter?
No, we lowered an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was a folding ladder, so it wasn't very stable, but at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down and headed to the shelter.
Wow, what an ordeal. But climbing down an emergency ladder sounds kind of fun.
Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment! I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackquill, okay? That's weird.
Wow, and Professor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash too.
Well, never mind that. Ha ha! I thought you should know that there was a witness. Could you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing. The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. While she was climbing down, she looked through a window into the 3rd floor lounge.
So she was looking into this crime scene from the outside?
That's right! It was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though.
You don't? But that's the most important thing of all.
Ha ha ha! Don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. She should still be somewhere here in the Space Center. You might even run into her. A 4th floor employee, huh? Alright. Thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright.
Gee, you sure are being cooperative, detective. A little too cooperative, even.
Yes, well, actually, something you can't talk about? Yes, something like that. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. Someone fucked up in their FBI mission, I take it. What was that all about?
Something is definitely going on. I'm gonna get out of him the next time I see him.
Okay. I'm not sure he'll talk about it, though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge.
Ah, you two. Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring you some snacks, or give you a neck rub too, if you'd like.
I heard you get mean old neck
Oh,
rub.
that's alright. Thank you for the offer.
Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now let's see. Where's that diagram again? So, this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Apollo, this is where he believes a third party killed his friend.
Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this third person then.
You read my mind, Athena. We'll make that our first priority. There's just one problem, though. This room. It's just so big.
Don't worry, we can use this to help us.
A Space Center pamphlet? For tourists?
Yep, picked up at the entrance. Maps and sites should come in handy. Let's see. Yep, here it is. A map of the lounge.
There's one clown.
This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright.
Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier.
Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person.
Wait, there's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window?
Actually, Chara.
Oh,
Well-
boss. It's a holographic image.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. That's a relief.
There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says in the pamphlet anyway.
The only reason you're so eager to start is so that you can push that button, isn't it?
And what's wrong with that? Let's just look for the button while we're looking for clues.
Alright, fine. Let's get investigating. So this is where they discovered Clay.
Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo.
So he was stretched out like this and... Huh. What's that thing that looks like a thermos? Or ice cream?
That's the thing that Prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples.
Alright, Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat 1 launched?
I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see?
Let's think about that after we solve the case, okay? No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. All I can think of is Danganronpa. But I guess it's training device for getting used to zero gravity? Uh-oh. Athena has an odd glint in her eye. Is she thinking about trying that thing out? I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid she'll just outmuscle me.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Look at that up there!
Oh! Some kind of fragment. Stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what the glint was all about.
That color looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank.
I think you're right. But if that's here, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge.
So Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder... must be wrong.
Damn, you're shit prosecutor, Black Clover.
No.
This proves that both of the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge.
So Apollo was right. The scene of the murder wasn't the launch pad.
Way to go, Apollo!
I guess he doesn't have to clean the toilets this month. He'll clean it next month. So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room.
Well, let's check. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet. We're here at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy.
People usually say west, east, and south in a case like this, you know?
I'm not like normal people. Details, details. Anyway, take a look at the west door.
I'm not like other girls.
I was about to say, she really just pulled that.
That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map, Launchpad 1 corridor.
So that's where we were with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion.
Right, next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world.
What?
That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room.
That's a weird way to say control room. Yep, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side.
They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. So the center, the Space Center, if you will.
Everybody start to talk like Director Cosmos after they've been here a while.
It seems that they built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the HAT 2 mission, so this control room was empty at the time.
I always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room. And since we're here...
I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. They want to keep serious kids like you out. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through.
With that much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena.
So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies.
Okay, what about that last door?
This lower door, south door, it leads to the elevators.
This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right?
Back.
Yep, and of course, there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone.
But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion.
Well, that's about it for the bucket doors of the boarding lounge.
Thanks. Understanding the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says.
Finally, find out how Stanley Kubrick did it.
But
Oh boy, I want to try it! Gravity is weak on the moon, so I bet I can do mid-air somersaults.
We're still on Earth, remember? Besides, it's connected to the ceiling.
Well, at least I can jump really high.
There's a sign on the wall that very clearly says, "Don't jump too high."
Do it! Do it!
This
Do it!
thing.
Do it, pussy!
Didn't I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? Did they vent it?
There's a glimmering thing.
Hey, I think something's shining down there.
Let's take this cover off then.
Bullet.
Whoa!
It's like a metal jelly bean.
Athena.
Athena! Come now!
Athena, the fuck.
It's
I want
really,
to eat it.
it's really small,
I'm gonna eat it.
but it's a bullet.
I eated the bullet.
It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter.
I still want to eat it.
Bitch, you don't. Let's see, that would make this.
Athena takes
caliber-
bite the bullet too seriously.
She's
Like
off-
mentor like apprentice.
Caliber versus
she's
diameter. With a
literally
bell,
offering
right?
to eat lead.
Yes,
Eat, lad! Eat!
yes, but I never heard of a 10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun.
I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with the regular sized gun, it would just fall right out.
Yeah, it must have been a really small gun.
I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left on the south shore side of the room, according to this map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here.
I just had a thought about what Vecna's Mori could be.
What?
3 words. Power word kill.
You know, there's this restaurant in London that has
Oh, God.
lots of lead stuff in it.
Yeah, leave it to Detective Wright to accidentally hand us just the card we need. Let's just ignore that. Bitch. Oh. What's this? A trap door?
It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots spread the garbage out from here.
The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in science fiction movies. Terminator.
You see,
No way! All the robots here are
you just
very
see
nice.
Arnie coming from the other corner.
Actually, wasn't there one in the launch pad at one corridor? You can go say hi to it if you want. Let's see, this door is... Where's that pamphlet? Here we are. That's the door to the corridor that leads to launch pad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to talk to Detective Fulbright.
So I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? They say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing besides the door, this must be the fingerprint recognition device.
Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackwell talked about it at the trial.
Hey, Blackwell.
Notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. just to enter the area from the lounge. One must pass through a door guarded by fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so.
Then, does this mean that the bomber's prints were verified by the system? The number of authorized personnel was supposed to be really small.
What up? Fingerprint powder! I brought it just in case something like this came up.
Oh
I
god!
found it at the office. I think just itching for a
Ready?
chance to use it.
Wow, way to think ahead. Fuck you.
What?
3D puzzles, fuck. Now let's dust the fingerprint recognition device and see what we find.
You got it? Now, the sprinkles in here and a little over there, and...
Oh, thank God, she's doing it.
Cocaine. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. Aw, it's only a single set of prints.
Isn't that a good thing? Sure wish we could figure out whose prints these are. Although I doubt we'll be so lucky as to get the culprit prints on the first try.
Well, I'm willing to bet that Detective Wright has some fingerprint data.
Right. And there's a security footage of this door too.
Yes, here it is. It came up in court the other day.
I wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit.
Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's ask the detective. With the mood he's in, he'll probably show it to us right away.
Yeah, he's almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done with this room. Oh. These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session.
I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh? It didn't do a thing.
It's not helium, Athena. It's oxygen.
Or
You
two.
fucking goober. There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it here.
Just push it. That's the invariable principle of buttons.
There are such things as buttons left unpushed.
Hey, that holographic image disappeared.
Yeah, though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. Still, let's see if we can find anything new with the image off. The holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which for some reason makes me think of losing an argument to prosecute a Blackwell in court. But at least it's got my brain revved up. I come up with my best ideas at times like this. That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there.
According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourself, it says. If you spin the table, your chair spins too.
Why would anyone want to have something like that here?
It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spin. It says it's a training device that's easy on the eyes and on the body.
Can a person really call themselves an astronaut if they can't handle 0 G? Whoa. That's a bullet hole right there.
Shots fired.
I thought that was just spider web.
Ah.
That's what it looked like.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Take a look at this!
This looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena.
Yeah, it just looks like a
Pretty
spider web.
big.
What the fuck?
Whoever fired the shot must have been using a pretty large gun.
You think so? Based on my experience, I say they were fired from a regular pistol.
Well, whatever it says it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right?
Apparently, this is an important fact. Do you see a bullet around somewhere? Oh,
It's in a spiral.
No! The police might have taken it, though.
Well, that looks more like a bullet hole.
Let's ask Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later.
what?
Someone made a really good fucking suggestion for a D&D skin. The Dredge as Tiamat.
Oh yeah, I've actually seen it a while ago. Someone brought that up.
So, this is a fingerprint recognition device. I guess you put your hand on this hand, Mark.
On the if unknown.
Why? Well, I guess when you can try. Gotta line my hand up with the outline.
Don't, Athena! This thing is related to the case! Get your print all over that, and the next thing you know, you'll be named a suspect! Ma'am, you're a young adult. I'm not buying those tears, Missy. When did Phoenix become such a boomer? When did Phoenix become so old?
Oh, come here! How thoughtful of them to put one here.
Thoughtful?
Derogatory.
So the ladies can fix their makeup. One's appearance is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You'll never know when you're going to run into some other life form after all.
I doubt anybody who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place.
What? Might have drastically different beauty standards.
Now we gotta figure out the Survivor D&D party.
Am I missing something here?
I wonder what this big knob is for. Looks like the knob on a stove.
Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass pane. What kind of stove would require knob security like this?
Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off.
Right. If it was for a stove. So I wonder what it really's for.
Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove? How about a rocket engine?
If you had to start the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in.
Then I guess all we can say for now is that it's a mystery knob.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to the Space Center, Chief Guest. Welcome. Welcome to the Space Center.
Ah! What in the world?
My name is Ponko. Ponco. Ponko. Are you thirsty? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you.
It's a robot.
Psychological observation and navigation companion. Ponco. Ponko.
I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Oh, Pongo, I miss you.
Huh? Do you know this thing, Athena?
Oh, see, since around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Pongo. This is so cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm very happy.
This is too wholesome for me.
You'd rather be playing Dead by Daylight and raging.
Wow, a guy robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
Huh?
Okay.
Ouch. That hurt my feeling.
Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko. Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too. His name is Phoenix.
A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it.
Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face.
Oh, sure.
Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. You're now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix.
I want a robot like this in real life. Huh. This robot is pretty cute.
You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great? Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you. Right this way. Goody. Let's go, boss.
Go where? Ah! Whoa!
Blue.
That rocket! And that's just Dead Rising 3 reenactment right there.
Look at those aliens, bruv.
Oh wow. What is this place? Is that a is that rocket real? I was about to say, is that a rocket ship?
Welcome. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the Hat 1 project. The rocket is just a replica. It's the same size as the real one. The Space Museum. Oh, here it is on the map.
Okay, so it's not the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1.
Ask me anything. I will explain.
Wait,
Think about your divorce.
you wanna look at my badge?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't helpful.
Oh god,
You better in the future. Please don't hate me.
I'm sorry! Ah! The poor thing! Now I feel bad for asking, stop! Ah!
The fly buzzing in your ear.
This is quite the place. I can't believe we get to see a rocket this close up. Why does this rocket remind me of The Incredibles?
This is a replica of the Hat 1 that was launched 7 years ago. It's exactly like the real Hat 1, inside and out. This little weather is the Hat 2 was supposed to launch the other day.
Oh well, it died.
Was supposed to launch the other day.
I wonder if Ponko knows why the launch was cancelled.
Over there is an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out.
Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles. I'd like to come here again on a day off. Hey, what's this photo of? Oh, there's Mr. Starbuck. He looks so young and so different. And there's Clay right there.
And there's... Ah!
What is it, Athena? Is something wrong?
Nothing. I thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young, too. That's all.
Man, Clay must have joined this place when he got out of high school, I think. Well, it was 7 years ago, after all. So the young guy is standing next to Mr. Starbuck.
I'm an OG! Clay carrying the victim.
So they were mentor and protege even way back then. He's even got one of the staff jackets. He looks just like a regular staff member.
Oh! Clay stole two of them! He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets.
He's got that Jotaro hat logic.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
They confirm there's a hole on his hat where his hair comes in.
Yeah. Clay could have still been in high school 7 years ago. Everybody looks so happy. This space museum is great. What a fantastic exhibit. Museums are great in general.
This area used to be Launchpad too.
Indeed they are.
The only extra entrance is on the third floor. The only entrance is on the third floor.
Would it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead?
There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of the budget cuts.
Who will record that kind of information into a guide robot?
Well, while it was in space, the Axon launched a probe called Hope. The Hope probe collected some samples from an asteroid and returned 5 days ago.
That's what Director Cosmos said too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed.
And here it is, the Hope space probe.
I think I've seen that logo somewhere before. That just looks like NASA. Let's see. Oh yeah, the capsule that the victim was carrying. I swear I've seen this fucking logo somewhere in another game. I think it had the same logo. I think it can be seen in the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she'll give me some more info if I show it to her.
The way the Space Center launchpad is set up is really cool. Would you like me to tell you about it? Would you?
To set up the launch pad, go gentle on my spiky-haired mind.
I wanna know! Phoenix wants to know too!
Great, now Athena's got a case of pancreatitis.
Hooray! I will tell you then! The rocket is built right inside the launchpad structure. When the rocket is complete, it moves along with the launchpad over the rail.
Oh my god, that's,
And that is the position at the launch site.
that's,
Is this a strawberry grape house shit again?
no, that just looks dangerous.
What's up? What did I miss?
Isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could build it all.
Like, the building kind of shifts, like, the rocket that's attached to the building, it shifts out and goes straight to, like, the field to launch the rockets. That looks kind of dangerous. An accident can happen. It's very cool. A grand setup that's suited an important place like
Nothing
a
more
space
ridiculous
center.
than a strawberry house with a grape house.
No,
Remember
because
that?
strawberry and grape house were like they were the same fucking building, right? It was just like on top of each other.
Yeah, the elevator moved it. Basically moved in a corkscrew.
Oh, I forgot.
I guess everyone's hoping for a bigger budget next year, myself included. Give me Ace Attorney 7, Capcom.
I'm guessing the whole thing is operated from the control room, huh?
That it is, but it can also be operated from the new command center too. Either way, the safety lock in the boarding lounge has to first be disengaged.
I guess before a big move like that can be carried out, there are all kinds of procedures.
I would love to see the launch pad being moved. When's the next one scheduled for?
Searching data. All future plans have been put on hold.
Because of the bombing and the murder. I'll bet. Which is perfectly understandable.
Well, when was the last time it was moved?
Searching data. I'm sorry. That answer isn't in my answer database.
I guess Ponko can only answer certain questions. Or someone deleted it.
Money.
Ponko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right?
Checking register data. I know. It's the Hope capsule. It was carried inside the Hope probe.
No!
It contained the asteroid samples, right?
Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It's been stored in the safe state in Launchpad 1 ever since it returned to Earth.
It must not be removed. It must not be removed. Don't worry, Ponko. People in charge already know what happened.
They do? I must ask them later.
So the capsule was being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it to safety after the explosion.
The Space Center staff must have been really excited to finally get the capsule back. But it's a pity this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents.
Well, the police took it as evidence, so they'll have to wait a little longer. Well, we certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum.
Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well.
I'd love to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
You two are like old friends. It's hard to believe you just met recently.
Give us your money.
No.
Because Ponko was so friendly.
Well, what should we investigate next?
Let's go find Detective Fulbright. We have things to ask him about.
Let's see.
We have things.
The security footage and the fingerprint data, was it? Okay. Then let's go back to the Launchpad 1 corridor.
Bye, Ponko. See you later. Come again. And don't forget to visit the gift shop.
Poor Ponko. What a Dickinson life we are forced to lead. Well, bye, Ponko.
If we're gonna have to use one of the robots as the witness,
Oh boy.
Robot.
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? He's still at it.
There's Detective Fulbright. He still seems to be lost, even though it's a straight corridor.
Let's hope he's still in a cooperative move as well then.
If he doesn't cooperate, then I'll just have to use my powers on him.
You mean that lady in distress bit? Injustice we try. Ah! We found a bullet hole in the wall at the crime scene. You did? Our team found that too. It was Detective Arm who fired that bullet. Detective Arm? That's right. A warning shot for the defendant. Was it really such a high threat situation that she needed to do that? I'm afraid I don't know the details. But with Detective Arm gone and all.
Arm
But I
gone.
thought there were
Arm
two
gone.
people who discovered the crime scene together.
We already know Director Cosmos still will testify, so tomorrow will be about what he knows. Hey, you're pretty smart. That's exactly what we're planning to serve as the main course. I hope it goes down easy.
Detective, I'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge.
Ah, yes. I just happen to have compiled the print data everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. This is quite a bit of data. Well, when I said everyone, I meant it. Prosecutor Blackwell said to dig deep, so that's what I did. It sure took a while, though.
Well, he got a phone and my print. He got prints for all of the robots.
What the? I guess when Blackwell said to dig deep, Fulbright didn't bother to ask how deep. As deep as it can go. That's what Blackwell said to me. Never mind.
Staring at
His
you.
fingerprints are here too. Clay's fingerprints are here too.
I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprint to confirm his identity after all.
Still can't believe you took off his glove to get his fingerprints.
Yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking they're important in this case. There are a lot of doors that require fingerprint verification in the lounge. So depending on whose fingerprints we find, it can completely change the tide for both sides. Makes sense. After all, the culprit's prints did get them past the fingerprint lock somehow. Oh, and take this picture, it might come in handy. Isn't this just a photo of the Launchpad 1 door? Yep, but Prosecutor Blackwell seemed really interested in it for some reason. Huh? What's so important about this door? Beats me, but the boy could see the gears in his head go into hyperdrive at it. Sound like there's going to be a major point of contention tomorrow.
Hey, can you consider the print comparison, boss?
Right. Detective Fulbright, do you think you could run the test for us right now? You just leave it to me. In justice we trust! Okay, here we go. Well, it looks like it was Mr. Starbuck who opened that security door. He must have opened it when... he must have opened it when they went to go board the rocket.
His heart must have been full of hopes and dreams for a space adventure right then.
Detective, about the security footage that was taken by the boarding launch 1 camera. Oh, that footage! Go ahead and ask me anything you like about it. Is there any way I could see a little more of the part just after this? Easy as pie. I'd be glad to show you. Here we go. Huh? The screen went blank. Yes. Apparently the actor effect of the explosion damaged the wires. So there's no footage after this point. Ha ha ha! Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Something definitely seems to be up with you, Detective. You're unusually cooperative. Well, I just figure if we work together, we'll get that much closer to justice, right?
But it seems like something's really been bothering you. You don't have some ulterior motive, do you?
What? I don't know what you're talking about! I would never do anything like that! You fucking liar!
Was that lightning?
It's been a while. Those are definitely psyche locks.
Oh, fuck me!
What's going on?
Storm!
From X-Men? Sorry. Be careful.
I wish.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, is that lightning? Oh, yep, that was lightning!
There's a storm in my area, too.
Must have struck very close to you if you had a reaction like that.
There's a storm in my area, too. Baseball. There's a thunderstorm warning for baseball side.
Do you just mouth psyche? Is there something I should be psyched about? No, psyche lock is a system of locks on the secrets in a person's heart. Why would you casually say that? I can see when
It's a psych ward for you, Jimbo.
I can see when people are trying to hide those secrets by using the power of this Magatama.
To be fair, it wasn't really like a loud bit of thunder. It was a case of like, I was like half expecting the thunder, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like I had my headphone like half off, and it's just like, oh shit, yep, that was lightning, that was thunder.
Presenting evidence can break those locks. And reveal any secrets they're hiding. Mr. Wright, how much did they bilk you out for that piece of rock? If you've been swindled, I know some lawyers I can introduce you to. I'm more than capable of representing myself, thank you very much. It isn't some kind of fraud, it really works. A friend gave it to me a long time ago. But I guess seeing is believing. Allow me to show you. I already know this.
Take that!
I think you're hiding something, detective. So why don't you just tell us about it? What to do? Which path is the path of justice? Detective Fulbright is really in agony. I bet this is the issue he's so torn up over.
Live, laugh, love.
Love. I bet I know what's been bothering you. You're troubled about love. What? How did you know? I put my pet crab Love in my goldfish, and the next thing I knew... Oh, the little goldfish were gone! Love had eaten them all! My poor little goldfish! Oh, I love you so!
You just cut out for all of that.
That's really funny.
I guess love really can cause a lot of heartache. Anyway, I bet this is the issue he's so torn up.
That's really funny.
The problem with love. I thought you were gonna talk about Simon Blackquill or something. I'm disappointed.
No.
No, it's not that
Don't even think about it.
I really understand what's been bothering you, detective. I truly do. Something happened that goes against your principles, isn't that right? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Until the explosion occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yep! Peaceful as peaceful can be. Everyone whistling a happy tune as they did their job. You never saw a more relaxed guard detail for a routine rocket launch. I don't think the guard detail was as relaxed as you claim as long as this exists.
Take that!
Before the explosion, what was supposed to happen here was a rocket launch. And yet, security was so tight, they even brought in a special task force. I hardly describe that as a relaxed guard detail.
Oh boy.
No, just one moment! The entire nation had their eyes on this extremely important rocket launch. Well, that's why I was called in on a special security detail. As versatile as you are, I can certainly believe that's true.
Sorry, I just got to click the video, and that is a 2-day-long video.
Well, but I says it's very strange that this person will be part of that detail from the outset.
Take that!
Detective Arms specialized in bomb cases. The fact that she was here on hand means that you people knew there was the possibility that a bombing would occur. You got me, Mr. Wright! Well. Alright, I concede. You win. It's just as you say. A few days ago, before the launch, they were warned about a potential bombing. But the plan to launch went ahead in spite of the threat. Oh my... You know, if there was a bomb threat, you probably could take it seriously.
Hey, what would you do if someone got hurt or killed?
Yeah, I know. The decision to move forward wasn't exactly just, was it? How was the warning delivered? By phone, and directly to Director Cosmos. But the police department instructed everybody to keep it under wraps. That's a big thing to keep quiet about! No wonder you were so upset! But it's not only that, I've been distraught about Prosecutor Blackwell as well. Prosecutor Blackwell? Well, as his handler, I'm sure you have a lot of difficulties. That's not it. It's a question of justice. I've been wondering about why he's allowed to stand in court.
Only wondering about that question now?
You think still prosecuting? Take the phone right. Please solve everything you need to know.
Well, talking to you folks about it would definitely be breaking the rules.
Why that? What are rules of things to be broken, right?
Well, to tell you the truth, having a prisoner act as a prosecutor is highly irregular. I think we guessed that much. So why is it being allowed? I've been wondering and wondering about it. Your country's weird.
Huh?
No, I guess the order came from pretty high up the ladder. Yeah, it would have to have. But Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even still.
Seven years past?
A phantom, huh? Not one of the friendly variety either, I gather.
Phantom, the Pokemon.
This phantom of 7 years past, any idea who or what he was talking about? Not a clue. But he seems to think that this phantom is behind this whole incident somehow. Wait a minute! He thinks they may be connected to this case? Yup. this case has way too many similarities to what happened 7 years ago. For starters, that case happened right here at this very space center too. And in both instances, a threat was issued via telephone. So that's why Prosecutor Blackwell thinks this incident is the work of the Phantom. Well, that's not the entire reason. I mean, if you want to talk about 7 years ago... Yeah, that's when Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty of murder. That messy case is what started the whole dark age of the law. So you see how this Phantom and Prosecutor Blackwell conviction might be related. Yeah, I can see why he thinks that. This incident and the Phantom, not to mention Blackwell's past, it's almost inconceivable that they would come to a head here.
This might sound crazy, but Prosecutor Blackwell can't possibly believe Mr. Starbuck is this Phantom person, right? I mean, he's acting kind of strange during the last trial and all.
Hey, Judge.
The prosecution appears to be ready as well.
Silence.
Not yet. I'm not quite ready yet. He wasn't ready.
I don't think I was ready, Chad.
Hey, Nick.
What?
Think fast and muted.
What the fuck? No, I doubt he thinks Mr. Starbuck is his Phantom. But I do get the feeling that he thinks the defendant has ties to them. Which is why he's acting so impatient! He's got a personal grudge against Mr. Starbuck! And that's not real justice! I always trusted in Prosecutor Blackwell's judgment until now. But this time, I'm just so overwrought about it all. If he's lost his ability to think rationally, I'm afraid it might lead to a false conviction. I never seen Detective Fulbright so tormented. Must be why he's been so cooperative. Don't worry, that's exactly what we defense lawyers are working to prevent. I feel bad for Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm going to be rooting for your team this time. But don't tell him that. You have to promise me you won't! Detective Fulbright, I guess I was wrong about you.
I got one more. I got one more for all y'all.
I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again.
There you go.
I'm forcing you to delete this.
Okay.
So I,
Rip off his.
Don't worry, I can replace it with something worse.
so I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart. You are...
Hey, Nick.
What? You're annoying me.
Hi, Wendy. I can't believe Gumshoe said this.
I've already seen this. It doesn't traumatize me anymore. You're the only
Iron
one.
Maiden.
Fuck off. You're the only ones who can stop him in the court. I love him.
You really care and want what's best for Prosecutor Blackwell, don't you, detective?
I love him. Leave the courtroom to us. It's not like we want a guilty verdict either. I was hoping you would say that! I'm really grateful to the two of you. To show my thanks, I'll give you another bit of information. It's about the eyewitness. I saw her hanging around the Space Center entrance a little while ago.
Really? Let's go find her, Mr. Wright.
Thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now that I've been able to get that off my chest. I'm going to work extra hard to find that perfect piece of evidence for you. In justice we trust! On 3, 1, 2, 3! In justice we trust! Okay, later!
There he goes.
Wait, were we supposed to say in justice we trust back there too? Well,
Oh.
Let's go see that witness now.
alright. The Space Center entrance it is. The witness must be around here somewhere. Another robot. Hello. Hello. Uh-oh. Don't tell me the witness is a robot.
Hello, come over here.
Hello. Hello. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you... I am Clonko. Shall I guide you?
I don't know why, but this robot is kind of freaking me out.
Oh, Neo, it's your character.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Finally got her, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you're not supposed to be wandering around. Again? I've had it with you, hunk of junk.
Ah! I'm outside. Am I wandering? When did that happen?
That's why he's glitching out.
Okay, welcome back, hunk of junk. You don't know how close you came. If you didn't snap out of it, I was going to put you on the curb on trash day. Nothing works better than a I almost said 420. And then a 42.5-degree karate chop.
That's why he's glitching
That's
out.
pretty specific. Excuse me, but are you the one who witnessed the murder? Oh, and I'm Phoenix Wright, the lead attorney for this case. How do you do? Look at my badge.
Tebow's filing for robophobia.
Big shot lawyers, huh? I'm Aura Blackwell. I'm a researcher developing robots here at the Cosmos Space Center.
Blackwell? Could she be...
And this good-for-nothing robot is named Hunk of Junk.
My name is not Hunk of Junk, my name is Clonko. That's me, Miss Aurora.
Quit complaining! Your model number is Punko 2.
Ah, but Miss Aurora, everyone calls me Clonko.
Quit your squawking already.
No! What are you doing? No! Don't!
There. I bet you won't be talking back now.
What the? Ah, I will obey completely. Yikes! I better watch what wires I cross with this one.
Here it comes.
Your last name is Blackwell. Do you have a relative in the legal profession? You are correct. Simon Blackwell, who used to be a prosecutor, is...
Shut up! Only speak when I order you to speak. Simon is my little brother. You know him?
You're the big sister!
Oh god, Simon is the little brother.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I relate to him even more now.
You just like refer.
37. How old are you, Simon?
37? Holy sh...
28?
He's 28?
They are.
Oh my god.
Well, that's never unheard of, but still. Yes, we met him in court a few times. Right, Athena?
What a dull creature. Has her switch been turned off?
Athena's being shy. This is new.
Oh yeah, I heard he was prosecuting again, despite being a prisoner. Why doesn't he just stick to solving disputes among inmates in prison, right? Huh.
I solved
Hey,
those.
what do you think,
Fine.
Junk?
Ah, Miss Aurora, that hurts!
I'm asking you a question. Why don't you answer me, useless hunk of junk?
But Miss Aurora, you told me to only speak when you order me to speak.
I told you to never talk back to me. You're worth more than you're worth more a scrap.
Robot abuse, hawk attacks. Black Quill family life must sure be
Robot
interesting.
Well, do you have any other questions? Wait, of course you do. You're a lawyer.
Well,
It's not like I'm on Simon's side or anything. I just wanted to get this over with.
ah!
Mario. Mario, help me, Mario.
Slumper, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing god awful. I feel like shit right now. My immune system is like a iron
Oh,
wall.
yeah,
So when
I
that shit
can
gets
tell you sound a
penetrated,
little sickly.
I could. Oh.
so when that shit gets penetrated, I feel like fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
It takes
I
a
hope
lot
you
to
feel
get me
better
sick.
soon.
Yeah, me too. I feel a bit better, but that's also because I'm like pumped full of nasal spray and ibuprofen at the
Yeah.
moment. So
I got you.
Well, it's better than not taking that.
yeah.
So, you're the person who witnessed the incident.
That's right. I was on the 4th floor of the main building. In the robotics lab. The explosion disabled the elevators. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
It must have been a very troubling experience. Probably best to just humor her here.
Then, as I passed by the 3rd floor boarding lounge 1 window on my way down, I saw the crime as it happened. And that's about it.
So you saw the crime as it happened, and that's about it? I see. Wait, what? You saw it being committed? This is no time to just nod and repeat. So you saw into the 3rd floor lounge, the very scene of the crime.
That's right. There's a small window on the right-hand side of the room. I looked through that from the outside.
Oh, that's blatant.
The room was pitch black, but I saw a shady figure holding a lighter in their left hand. And a knife in their right.
That must have been the culprit. Did you see who that person was?
Of course not. The power was on that floor then, and there was only that tiny window.
I see. But you did witness the moment of the murder.
Yes, I saw the figure with the lighter raise their knife, and... it happened at precisely 10 a.m.
Did you witness anything else? Did the killer have any distinguishing features?
I already told you. It was pitch black in there. Although... I did notice that the lighter the person had in their left hand had a pretty ornament on it. It looked like a planet. It was blue, like a little Earth emblem. It had a good taste in knickknacks, anyway.
An Earth emblem on the lighter. I better remember that.
Also, I like the detail of the mole.
Yeah, there's a mole on her neck.
Mole on the neck.
I used to
I
have a
just
mole
saw
like
that.
on my right below my lip, but then I had it surgically removed
Thank you for your statement.
along with a cyst
Would definitely
on
prove
my
this.
face.
Oh, yeah.
It sucked. I had to stay awake for that surgery. I almost passed out. It was really scary.
I have my own story with something like that, but it is way too gross for this stream,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to tell it now.
I do too. I became the freak of the day one time.
I will say this.
I had medical students coming in to see something on me.
Oh.
I will say this. My story involves the worst pain I have ever felt in my entire life.
Oof.
Ooh.
Thank you for your statement. Would definitely prove Mr. Starbucks innocent with it.
Yeah, right. I won't hold my breath.
I found another one.
Pardon me?
Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Sorry. I just detest lawyers, that's all.
Do you know?
What don't you like about lawyers?
It's just an instinctive dislike. But don't feel bad. I hate prosecutors even more.
This music. That didn't make me feel any better, actually.
I hate anyone that can make my illegal actions go wrong.
Why do you
True.
hate
Hate the legal system.
Why do you hate lawyers so much?
Little things from my past. The whole legal system is meaningless in the first place.
I certainly don't agree.
I mean, people are imperfect. They lie, they're influenced by silly emotions. You can't expect much imperfect creatures to uphold a reasonable system of law. I like robots much better. Even sad sacks like this one. Hey you! Look alive there!
Ah, yes, here I go! I am the ultimate I can operate a vacuum machine. We roll with the run out of this.
Alright, that's enough out of you. You're getting a little too carried away.
Yeah, huh? What was I doing?
Yep, I like robots much better. At least you can make them any way you want them. Unlike humans, with their petty emotions and constant worries.
I just gotta say,
How can you say such things?
I don't know.
Feeling emotions, worrying about the things we care about, that's what makes us human.
Well, the girl finally talks. She starts with a speech. That's what makes us human. You mean, getting angry and snorting like that? Rational thought. That's what separates humans from animals. Unfortunately, your reasoning capabilities are more akin to that of a clever little monkey. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. It must be nice to have such a simple mind.
Can I punch her, boss?
It is fun to be an asshole.
Get a hold of yourself, Athena.
Humans certainly are absurd. I said you were clever, didn't I? Poor thing. Tell me, with people like you in charge, how can I possibly trust the legal system?
So she distrusts not only lawyers and prosecutors, but the whole legal system?
She just hates people in general, that's what it seems like.
What in the world happened to this woman to make her so bitter?
She fucking hates humanity. Even if somebody important to me was killed. I would never wish to see their killer brought to trial.
What?
Okay.
I'd much rather kill them myself.
Whoa! Okay!
Stop with the Edgelord shit. You can't be serious.
The thing you're wearing around your neck.
Oh, this?
Around Athena's neck? Does she mean widget?
Oh, I get it. Well, well. Her Royal Highness has returned at last to her castle.
What?
What do you mean?
Her royal what? Is she talking about Athena?
By the way, I heard the rumors. Our director is going to be the star witness in court tomorrow, right?
Director Cosmos? Yes, that's right.
You poor things. You better be careful. That old man is a big liar and a huge braggart.
What?
He might seem like a bigwig, but the center has all kinds of problems. He has a lot of skeletons in his closet. But it's your problem, so why should I care?
What? That's it? No friendly tips, no good luck guys, just splendid?
I'll leave you to your woes. Come on, hunk of junk.
I have a lot of feelings right now.
It's sad to me that she doesn't
Also-
believe in our legal system anymore.
Also, Neo, real quick,
Yeah?
are you looking forward to the Miles Edgeworth games?
Yes.
Look,
For you, Mr. Mono, I gladly offer my hat.
She must have had a very bad experience to make her feel that way. Are you alright, Athena? You seem very down.
I just can't believe she said all those things.
Wow, she's really upset. Has she been trying not to let it show all this time?
I guess, and I would not put it past it potentially being a queen.
Well, I guess it's not all that surprising. You hear about fabricated evidence and false indictments on the news all the time.
I'll just,
You mean that whole Dark Age of the
large
Lost
and...
nonsense? I'm so sick of hearing about that.
I'm gonna be right back. My parents want to call.
Well,
Alrighty.
all we can do is believe in what we're doing.
Reminds me of the time there was a cock, and there was like a roach. It was scurrying around like, in my room. Like, right as we were doing V3, so I was like, what the fuck?
What? Huh?
Remember the time I had a roach in my room while we were playing
Oh,
V3?
yeah.
I barely remember.
Guys?
Kind of remember.
And the one time I hallucinated a spider. I don't remember when that happened, but...
Yeah,
I
you're
think
right,
I
boss.
hallucinated a
I
spider.
Maybe the time we went back to see Mrs. Starbuck.
Good idea. We should tell him about the bullet and Miss Blackpool statement.
Wendy, what the fuck?
Alright then. Next stop, the detention center.
I'm gonna take a picture of something I drew.
Goddamn.
My lawyers are here. It must be bad
Because
news.
it wasn't... Wendy, I cut myself off because I realized... Because I wanted to correct myself and that it wasn't a cockroach, it was just a regular roach. It's a
Hey,
tinier one.
not necessarily. We found a new witness.
But I did cut myself off a cock, so you got me there.
A researcher saw the moment of murder through the lounge window during her escape. Really? So they're going to let me go? Unfortunately, it was dark, and she couldn't identify the person. I should have known. My stars never align just right, too.
But we got a lead too, Mr. Starbuck. Murder had a lighter with an Earth emblem on it.
A lighter with an Earth emblem. Oh!
Did you remember something?
Yep, I sure did. Just a little bit, though. Anything at all would be a help, so please tell us what you remembered. I thought I was unconscious the whole time, but now I remember. I woke up for a few brief moments.
That's huge! Do you remember seeing anything?
A lighter. I saw the flame of a lighter floating in the darkness. Good, good. What else did you see? What was nearby? It was definitely the boarding lounge, so it must have been after Clay carried me there. In the light from the flame, I saw a dark shadow flickering. A dark shadow? That must have been...
The dredge?
No. The third party we've been looking for! Thank you, Mr. Starbuck. You've been more help than you know.
Suppose there was this third person at the scene and that they're the real killer. Then you'll be clear of all suspicion.
The key will be whether or not we can identify this third person in court tomorrow. At least we have something to go on now, and that's a big plus. I should probably tidy the evidence up a bit before someone mistakes me for a hoarder.
Irrelevant evidence tidied up. Now that we have a glimmer of hope, I'm suddenly starving. When we go back to the office and turn on some big celebration in advance.
Let's get some American
the lead.
meat hamburgers.
I'll bring the lead.
For someone who is highly empathetic, you can be surprisingly unsympathetic.
Or we're stopping it here? Or...
No, we're almost done, actually.
Okay.
Anything.
So you found your strategy for tomorrow's trial, huh? Good for you, Daddy.
I just realized I have work.
Well, it's
I work every weekend.
Well, it's one step
Every
forward
time I
anyway.
learn.
Hopefully you give us a fighting chance in court. As long as we can find out who this third person is.
Now let's just get something to eat. I'm starving. My vote is for Elvin's noodles.
Oh, they're just gonna celebrate without me?
Oh, Apollo!
I'm back, bitches!
You're not cleaning the toilet this month.
No, talk me, Angie.
Oh. What are you doing here? I didn't think the clinic was ready to release you yet.
I escaped. My wounds are fine. And I'm done lying around.
Apollo, you're supposed to be in
Wounds are
bed.
not fine.
Leave your case to us. We'll take it from here.
Thanks, but that's not an option. Not for me.
Apollo. You shouldn't underestimate your injuries, Apollo. And I don't want you overdoing it.
I'm fine. I'm not in pain anymore. Besides, they just gave me an IV at the clinic.
An IV isn't a cure-all, mummy man.
Anyway, just tell me how the case is going. Have you guys made any progress?
A suspicious figure was spotted at the scene.
When are you gonna reveal your Sharingan?
A suspicious figure, huh? Alright.
I thought you'd be happier than that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I fully intend to see Clay's murderer apprehended. Absolutely nothing will get in the way of that.
Your boyfriend. Or your ex, I mean.
Ex, yeah.
Clay was your best friend, right, Apollo?
That's right. Best friends since junior high.
Sounds like me and Jenny. So, what was Clay like?
Well, he was full of compassion and energy. And he had a really loud voice.
Louder than you? If the two of you did voice training together now, I bet you break a few windows.
You know, I bet you're right.
Aw, look at them.
It seems like only yesterday. There was a guy who lived for his dreams.
Hmm.
We used to talk about it a lot. He was going to be an astronaut and me a lawyer.
He had his hero, Apollo had his.
Yeah.
Aw.
It well into the night, and even then, we never grew tired of it.
That was Hidge Edgeworth right there. Apollo, about that jacket.
Mine. The BDSM.
Did you steal that?
Like, oh, it's Clay's.
I knew it.
It's a special jacket that was only issued to members of the Hat Project.
I like that jacket.
He was finally able to get one of his own once he was selected for the Hat 2 mission. He always looked so proud wearing it. But just when his dream was finally coming true, I still can't believe it. Damn it! It's not fair!
Apollo, I hope you don't try to carry the burden all alone.
As we both are lucky, my own debut was a disaster.
Aw. I guess you're right on some level.
Except that you're still alive.
I mean, to be fair, your old boss was a fucking... That trial a year and a half ago wasn't exactly the smoothest start.
That was a rough time for me, but Clay refused to let me quit.
Oh, he was gonna quit?
Yeah. Aww. Why is this making me fucking sad? I can't do this right now. You're fine, he'd say. Don't give up. It was right during his screening exams, too. Couldn't have become a full-fledged lawyer without him.
Oh,
That
hello.
you're fine of his is why I'm still standing here today.
I'm back.
Hello.
You're fine. Huh.
I'm trying not to actually cry.
You're fine, and I'm fine. Were like your catchphrases, weren't they?
Something like that. Sure brings back memories. When we were in junior high, Clay's mom passed away in an accident.
Oh.
But he wouldn't show his sadness to anyone. One night, I found him crying all alone in the school courtyard. No, it's gonna be a flashback now. Fuck.
Mom. Get away, Apollo! Don't come over here!
Clay, listen to me. I don't have a mother either.
Huh?
Oh. I always think everybody else has a mom. Why am I the only one? But, you know, when I start to feel that way, I yell at the top of my lungs.
What's going on?
I holler, I'm fine. And then, you know what? I start to feel like maybe I really will be fine. Apollo Justice is fine! Okay, Clay, now it's your turn.
Okay. Clay Terran is fine.
There you go. Now we're both fine.
We're fine. We're fine.
What are you laughing about? See? We're fine.
Oh god, I'm gonna cry.
I know, it's... oh.
You laugh first. I'm fine. You're fine. We're both fine. Thanks, Apollo.
When you say it out loud, it really starts to feel real. And as long as you don't give up, you keep on fighting. That's what we believed.
As long as you don't give up. Wasn't there somebody else who said something similar? Hey, Starbuck.
Starbuck.
But given to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight.
Clay called Mr. Starbuck his mentor and looked up to him. I wonder if I can be a good role model for my staff like Mr. Starbuck.
Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
What? What?
Wait! What do you mean by leave?
You're really serious? Can you at least give me a reason why?
When I put Clay's jacket on, I swore to him that I would catch his killer myself.
That's our goal too!
I agree with Athena. We should work together to find the truth.
The truth, huh? That's a noble cause. But what if the truth you seek and the truth I seek turn out to be different?
I'm not sure I follow. What are you saying, Apollo?
I'm going to catch the person responsible for taking my friend's life, in my own way. Take good care of Mr. Starbuck for me. Now, I must be going. Goodbye.
Goodbye? Did you just say goodbye?
I sensed a lot of seething anger and hatred coming from him. And also, suspicion. Ah, he's not walking out like this! I'm going to talk some sense into him!
Hold on, Athena. Apollo can believe what he wants, but I believe he's wrong. Even if we take different paths, the truth we arrive at should be the same. I think the quicker we solve this case, the better it will be for Apollo.
Yeah, you're right, boss.
Alright, that's enough for one day. Make sure you're ready for tomorrow's trial, okay?
Mhm.
If he were right here, right now, Apollo would say, I'm fine. Everything is fine. I just hope things really do turn out fine tomorrow.
Damn, man.
Jesus, man.
That
is heavy! Fuck!
It's the case 4! Fucking...
The case 4, Kurt.
The case